What is a podcast?
That's it. That's it. It's radio for our generation. It's the new thing. It's the jam. I've been listening to podcasts for, I don't know, three or 4 years now. Like steady. Lots of podcasts. But I mean, for me, it's more entertaining than. What else do you do in the car? Listen to music and.
Dude, I'm a sports talk radio guy.
Oh yeah. Who do you listen to?
I love it.
What do you listen to? Do you tune in to a station and listen to...
Well, yeah, because there's only one station here in central Wisconsin.
Who do you listen to? It doesn't...
Well,
you don't know these... You don't have like a personal like guy that you listen to. It's just whoever's bullshitting on the radio?
No, they're on a schedule. It's a typical schedule. So weekly, hour, by the hour, whatever. And I don't know if the radio station around here is just too cheap. But there's this guy called Clay Travis. And he's like a national. He's through Fox Radio, Fox Sports Radio, and for the first hour, I always miss his first hour. So at first, I just thought when I started listening, I always missed it. But so I don't know if it's just they don't pay for the full 3 hours of his show, or what the deal is. But so he's on early in the morning, and then after him comes on Bill Michaels. And he's out of Milwaukee, and they talk all local stuff. So that's pretty cool. So I can get my, I just started watching baseball games like last year, probably because I'm getting old. And when I get home from work at night, it's just kind of like nothing more relaxing than listening to the Brewer game, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of this thing I started doing. And so I started following, it's almost like a soap opera for like a middle-aged guy.
Eesh.
No, it's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because
I didn't hate baseball. I like watching my kids play baseball, but like watching the Brewers are like, it's not my thing.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm right there with you.
I'm listening.
Because I was the same way. Until one day, I'm like, oh, on my DirecTV, I get the Brewer game. And I have DVR, so that's awesome. The coolest thing I've discovered in the last 2 years is one click fast forward on your DVR through a baseball game. You can motor through a baseball game in like 30, 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's such a slow game that you can literally follow it and it keeps your attention. And of course, you just triple it at the commercials.
Right.
So anyway, it's like a soap opera for middle-aged men. Because you follow these players, they get injured. And the cool part is they bring up guys from the minor leagues. And so you like automatically you're like rooting for this 20-year-old pitcher from Puerto Rico. And you're like, oh my gosh, he's throwing 98 miles an hour. Oh my God, what a crazy curveball he's got. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I like him. And there's players and you follow them long enough and each of them have their own personality. When they hit a home run or whatever they do. And the Brewers are actually kind of a fun team to watch.
Yeah?
Yeah. So anyway,
because they're like underdogs, or how do they sit in terms of like next to other teams in
the
baseball?
Brewers are actually doing really well this year. They started doing well last year, and then they fell off after the All-Star break.
Like the overall opinion of the Brewers, like,
oh, dude, nationally, no one even talks about the Brewers,
right?
But they were like they had the tied for best record in the National League for most of the year.
They're like the Cleveland Browns of baseball.
I don't know. What are the Cleveland Browns of baseball, dude? I literally just started watching baseball like 2 years ago.
Like in football, you have a handful of teams that are the shit, and you have the Packers, the Steelers, the Patriots.
Sure. Okay,
Seahawks. So there's like
okay. So to add on to the drama, right? Okay, there's this new thing, really in baseball and kind of basketball. It's called tanking. You purposely tank, or you trade away all of your great players
to get a better draft pick,
to get better draft picks, to get more prospects in your minor league systems, and it frees up a lot of cap space too to make signings. So the idea behind tanking in baseball, once again, I'm new to all this, is that you trade away all of your high value assets, your top players.
All right.
And in return, you get draft picks, prospects, whatever. So you're not that great for, 3 years, 2-3 years, 4 years sometimes, until your prospects that you've accumulated, all these draft picks, all these other prospects that you traded your good guys for, start to develop.
Wow.
And you're paying them like nothing. So the idea is to have a solid team. Then you got all this extra money because there's no salary cap in baseball. And that's why the Brewers are perennially, generally, I guess, over the years, not that great because it's not a big market. They don't have tons of money like the Yankees.
Yeah.
So basically, that's where the Brewers are at right now.
Right.
They're in year 2 or 3 of this rebuild. And they're kicking ass, dude. And it's fun to watch. They're winning. And honestly, a lot of people aren't even really talking about it.
Right.
I guess that's the joys of living in central Wisconsin. Dude, we're going camping this weekend.
Yes, we are.
First ever family vacation. Well, no. Family camping trip.
Mm-hmm.
Tenting.
You're not, though. You're in a camper.
Okay, that fell through.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So you're back
yeah.
to the tent?
Yeah, back to the
Nice.
tent. Yeah. Dude, Stephanie's on board, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She's really not into camping, roughing it in general,
yeah.
right? Bugs, dirt, not cool.
Yeah. I'm not either.
Right. Okay. So we're all in the same boat. You and Stephanie, whatever,
My thing is, though, I adapt quickly, though. Like I hate the feeling of sand on anything, and I hate dampness, and I hate damp blankets, and I hate that whole thing. But it usually takes me about 5 to 6 hours in, and I'm walking around without my shoes on. I just turn into an outdoorsman, and the sand doesn't bother me. It only bothers you if you go to sleep. You just stay up all night around a campfire, and then you never have to go to sleep, and that's just fine.
So funny story
Yeah.
about sand and camping.
Yeah.
I was a little kid. It was probably it's my first camping trip I ever remember. You have those memories, like the first thing you remembered as a kid,
Yeah.
or your earliest memory, right? My earliest memory of camping was I was in school. It was in grade school, and we just learned about fire safety, like the basics of fire safety.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll. How do you put out a grease fire?
Oh, shit.
How do you put out
How old are you?
Oh, I don't know, dude. You're probably like 8, 10,
Oh.
10 years old, maybe 8. I don't know.
Putting out a grease fire at 8 years old?
Oh, yeah, dude. They taught that stuff back then.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Maybe I was 10. I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever. And so my dad's grilling up some burgers, and the flames are just flaming. As a kid, I'm like, fire! I know what to do. Grab, first thing, dude, just a big old palm full of sand and just
All over the burgers.
all over the burgers. I got the fire out, though. Because that's what they teach you. Put
Right.
sand on,
Right.
on a certain type of fire. It's all I had, too, because I couldn't grab any water at the moment.
Yeah.
And, as a kid, you don't think about putting the lid on it.
Was your dad pissed?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because there was no real threat there.
No,
It was
right.
just like chips, hamburgers.
Yeah. And, we're just munching sand, dude. He was so mad. That was funny. Don't throw sand on burgers. Flame broiled burgers, man.
Yep.
Bad idea.
We did the weekend. You guys did your man fishing thing.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny because that same weekend, Ashley's family planned a camping trip, and we ended up going camping anyways. And I'm thinking, well, this isn't gonna be so bad. I mean, campgrounds have like an electrical pedestal or something where you can plug in and do your thing, and it's not a big deal. No, this was totally fucked up. This was as backwards as that shit on the Willow Flowage. It was like no power, no electricity, no real bathrooms. And I was just, are you fucking kidding me? And it rained all weekend. But, dude, I did it. I did well. I like I said, but about 8 hours in, I was just like, all right, fuck my shoes. I'm not wearing shoes. I'm walking the sand, whatever. And
Did you take a shower that whole weekend?
No.
Because I know it's a big deal for you.
No, that's not bad. I can handle that. As long as I have nowhere to go or like, no one to look decent for, I don't care.
Oh wait, hold on. You care if you look decent? Like how so?
Okay, if I'm in public,
Oh, okay, right.
if I got to make a trip to Walmart or something.
Sure.
I don't want to look like I just rolled off Gilligan's Island.
I gotcha.
I mean, it's funny because I kind of look that way most of the time.
That's why I was asking, because I'm a little curious about that.
No, showers for me are just about, I don't know, just feeling fresh.
Well, the good news is Council Grounds.
But I feel
where we're going this weekend.
I feel fresh in nature. All right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm just outdoors, like jumping in the water and doing things like that, I feel fresh anyways.
Sure.
So I don't really need a shower.
Right. Okay.
But
Gotcha.
everyday life is not fresh. It's gross. You're sweating in a car, or you're sweating I sweat a lot. So I sweat at work a lot,
I guess I can't really relate because apparently I was blessed. I'm not too sweaty of a guy.
I'm sweating right now.
Really?
Yeah. I just got out of a hot shower though.
Okay.
It's kind of hot down here too.
Yeah. Maybe you're nervous. Okay, this weekend we're doing a family camp trip, and there are what they refer to them as comfort shelters.
A what?
Yeah. Maybe not shelter. It's a comfort something or other. Comfort house. Comfort shelter, I think is what it's called. It's got running water and showers, like hot water, showers, flushing toilets, I'm assuming.
Where is this?
At Council Grounds, where we're doing the family camp trip.
They have this there?
Yeah.
Where?
In the campground. I don't know.
So it's a shower? They
Yeah.
They have showers.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most campgrounds have showers.
Well, even state campgrounds do.
A lot of them do, yeah.
Nowadays, maybe.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've been camping, like legit on a state campground.
Yeah.
Huh. So that's
The one we went to was a state park too, but it was a little more primitive, I think, even than what Council Grounds is. It was way bigger. It was probably like Council Grounds is pretty small.
Yeah, I guess as a kid, I always remembered it being pretty primitive.
Council Grounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
I don't know.
Just outhouses, this.
Yeah, those
big
bathrooms
hole.
there are fucking whack. I would rather take a shit in the woods.
Dude. You ever tried helping your kid out to go potty in a porta potty or an outhouse or anything?
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah, it's the worst.
How do you do it?
Well, the last camping trip we went on, all the boys refused. They would not go in there. It smelled so terrible. And to be honest, I mean, it looked like something straight out of like a horror movie. It looked like somebody got fucking axe murdered in there. It was gross. So, I don't think Colin or Miles took a shit all weekend.
Whoa.
Jack took a dump in the woods.
Did you wipe his ass with a leaf?
No, I had him take some diaper wipes with him.
Oh, good idea.
But
you ever
then-
wiped with a diaper wipe?
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, dude, really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
If it wasn't, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the best. Here's the thing.
Dude, I knew a guy who used to carry a Ziploc bag of wipes with him. everywhere
There's
he
no
went.
shame in that. It's just a good thing. If you think of it, I heard this somewhere once, that if you got shit on your arm, you wouldn't grab a piece of paper to go and clean it off with.
Right.
You certainly wouldn't grab toilet paper to clean the shit off your arm, would you? No, you would grab you'd go to the sink, you'd get a washcloth, you would get
Right.
soap and water. So why do we do that to our butts? Freaking take a huge dump and just clean it up with paper?
You ever tried a bidet?
Oh no, I wish.
I never have.
I haven't either.
I've been to Mexico, and they had them there.
Oh, I would have used it.
Dude, I wanted to.
Gotta be
I
no
wanted
better
to.
feeling.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
In Mexico, I pooped like at least 2 or 3 times a day.
Wow.
It was actually inconvenient.
Yeah. Were you sick or like because you're eating too much or what?
No. I drank those little probiotic deals they have out on the buffets.
Oh, they put them.
Yeah. My kids
weird.
loved them too. They're good.
Huh.
Anyway, and that helps you not get, helps.
Yeah. That's a
helps.
great idea.
Yeah.
What did you get? What kind of resort did you stay at?
Oh, just an all inclusive. It was where the hell was it? No, I can't remember. close to Cancun. We flew into Cancun. It was like a, dude, that was crazy. It was like a 20-minute bus ride, 30-minute bus ride.
Yep.
And they have that country on lockdown, dude. There's like military with Humvees and freaking guys at the turret going down the highway, ready to just wreck some fool if he's causing trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's how the Dominican Republic was like that too. There's
I kind of wanted to see it happen.
Guys on the side of the road with the fucking AKs, like, or you know, whatever they are, those giant fucking, you know, Rambo
rifles.
guns. Yeah. But I think that like we were in Punta. I don't remember Mexico being like that, but the Dominican Republic was a little scary like that. But all that shit, that's the worst part though, is the bus ride from the airport to...
Oh yeah, because you see it for real.
You see the mountains of trash on the side of the road and fucking...
Three-legged dogs everywhere.
Yeah, man. You drive through like the poor village where it's like, oh my God, I'm off to vacation here.
Yeah, dude, that's...
And then you hit the beach and you hit your resort and you never think about nothing again.
Yeah, those poor people.
I love it.
Them, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I would love to go back. The last place I went to was the Dominican Republic. That was probably that was a long time ago. Ashley was still in college.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think legit vacations are like a thing anymore for us.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to bring 4 kids to Mexico. 5 almost. Yeah.
That just sounds terrible. I mean, not the 5 kids, but I mean, for like a relaxing vacation, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It's not relaxing.
Right. The most relaxing thing that we do together right now as a family is going on the boat. Because, I mean, it's fun for everybody. The boys have fun. They can go swimming, jump off the boat. We can pull up on the sand somewhere and they can do their thing. And I enjoy it too. I love being on the boat, and they can't run away, you know, and they can't really embarrass us too bad. So that's the worst part about having a lot of kids is like, it's not having all the kids. It's like the way everybody else looks at you for having all those kids. Like somehow you're some irresponsible, like fuckbag who just has a bunch of kids, you know? Well, I am irresponsible and I'm probably a fuckbag as well, but
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's pretty extreme.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't come down on you so hard.
No.
I mean,
no, I work pretty hard.
I mean, maybe you are irresponsible, but I don't think so.
I can be irresponsible.
You definitely can be. I've seen you.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you one time go out on the Wisconsin River, man. Frozen.
With not much ice.
Not much ice.
That was fun. That was stupid.
Dude, that's fast moving water out there, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Yeah, dude, but life these days is, I don't know, fairly irresponsible for the most part. I keep it locked down.
Problem is, most of the fun things are irresponsible.
Oh, they're all irresponsible.
Yeah.
The most fun is irresponsible.
Yeah. When you spend your entire childhood and like teen years, also young adult life, pretty much doing nonstop irresponsible things because you didn't have to be responsible, it's real hard just to like flip the switch one day and
Right.
because it's still in there.
I guess it depends on how you define responsibility too, because I mean, if being responsible is getting up every day and going to work, well, I got that nailed. If being responsible is, you know, providing a house for your family and, you know, doing all that, I mean,
Guilty as charged.
I've got it. I'm responsible as hell. But what I consider being irresponsible is just my lack of attention towards my family. You know, I get into something, you know, I get like it could be anything. It could be music. It could be this podcast. It could be, you know, whatever. But I get in deep with this shit and I'm gone. And I'm just even when I'm not doing this or music or whatever my extracurriculars are, even when I'm not doing it, that's where my head is. So that's why this thing to me is it's something that I think we don't have to sit down and write an album. We don't have to mix and master this thing. There's no deadlines. We just sit down and we shoot the shit for a half hour every week and we record it and we get rid of it. And if anybody cares, like, go ahead, you know, listen.
There's a certain release to that as well. It's almost like you're just getting some stuff off your chest. You're doing it in a responsible way,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, man, I struggle with that myself. It's even getting distracted from work. It's like when all you're thinking about is back when I was playing in bands. It's like, okay, we gotta book a show, or we gotta write a new song, or we gotta get t-shirts made up.
Yeah.
We gotta do this, we gotta do that, and your focus isn't on what's in front of you anymore. So I think the struggle is and the golden nugget in it all is to find the balance between it all and do it all. I don't know if that's possible, but you keep trying. You keep trying, because you got to have that outlet.
Yep.
I think in my career, I see a lot of the inner workings of divorces and stuff. So, because I see both sides.
Yeah.
I see, and it's pretty wild most of the time, and it's really kind of back down to one or two main things, and a lot of it is guys feeling trapped. I'm not giving it a pass. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm saying there needs to be a conversation between the two people of how the guy feels, but he also needs to understand that, like you had mentioned, being responsible and involved and engaged with your family always comes first. And when that happens,
Right.
I think most people be surprised how well, their girlfriend or wife will let them do certain things within,
Right. You know what I think?
within reason.
To add to that, and what you were saying kind of reminds me of is, like guys like you and I don't think we're too much different than we were like in high school,
Right?
Or when, let's say, when we met our wives.
Sure.
We're not really much different guys. I mean, we really are interested in the same kind of things. We still do the same kind of shit for the most part. I think where it gets in, my wife knows that I have a tendency to go off the rails every once in a while, so it's
Or
pretty
every
much,
time.
it's like due for me. It's all right. It's time for Ryan to go nuts. Where I think it gets real fucked up for people is like folks who met like right out of college, like, and they're already in this professional world where it's like maybe they have a job or they're just starting a job, and then they meet somebody at work, and they never know that person was
Sure.
like doing keg stands 3 years ago, or was Frank the Tank,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden one day out of left field, this professional, like, good looking guy that you met, you find out that any number of things, he's an alcoholic, or he's this or that, and then now you got problems.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
when people are like, yeah, fuck this, and they pull the plug. But if you know it's coming, if you know the kind of weirdo you're already married to.
Some advice that I give sometimes, not that I'm like advice worthy, but is to, if you're actually to the point in life where you are considering settling down, maybe that doesn't mean marriage, maybe it just means moving in with somebody or getting serious, right?
Yeah.
I always recommend to the ladies that I work with, don't do it unless he has half of his bucket list checked off.
Oh,
Because that angst will always be there.
right.
You're always going to... The sad part is what happens, back to what I was trying to get at before, most of the time what ends up happening is the man feels trapped. And he doesn't know what to blame it on, right? It's only himself. But because he gave off the impression that he's ready to get married and he's ready to settle down and he's ready to have kids, because what guy is not going to say yes when you're actually like with a girl and she actually loves you? I mean, that's every man's like freaking nightmare, am I ever somebody going to love me, is somebody,
Right.
whatever. Not in an emotional way, but just like in a forever way.
Yeah.
So you find this person and you don't want to screw it up. So you just agree to everything, right? The kids, the house, the marriage, the whatever. Well, you never even did two things on your 20 item bucket list.
Right.
That's problems.
Yeah.
That's major problems. Because then you start going off the rails and off the deep end, doing these crazy things. And that's how a lot of these marriages get broken up. There's a lot of variables in there, but for the most part, have half your bucket list checked. I think that's even the case for ladies nowadays. because women are so empowered, which is great, that they are feeling the need to sort of get their bucket list checked off as well. They don't want to be just a stay-at-home mom, anymore. And I think even our generation just grew up assuming that's what girls did.
Right.
Oh, I can still do what I want to do because my wife will just take care of the kids. Or, oh, I can do whatever I want. And I mean, women are, we could really go deep here, but the DNA makeup of a female is generally more nurturing than a male's is.
Yeah.
So they're just, by nature, it seems to me, better at the whole kid thing. I think guys, too, nowadays are definitely learning. I don't know if it's natural, though. But I, for one, am basically a part-time stay-at-home dad. So I'm learning as I go. And it's crazy. It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Kudos to those ladies that do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, seriously, man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It just, some guys have an idea of the kind of woman they want in their life, and God, I don't want to say anything stupid, but when I thought of, I look at my mom, and my mom was very, nurturing and loving and all those things. So when I was looking for a woman, I was also looking for those qualities in a woman. Nurture, somebody could nurture, somebody who could make a house, who could handle those kind of tasks. And that's what God, what's funny is I say that's what I seeked out, but Ashley wasn't really that when I met her.
Exactly. I think that kind of plays into what I'm trying to say, because my wife was the same way.
Right.
My wife liked to party. She's an amazing dancer. She can do these dance moves. She wins dance competitions and stuff at the club when we used to go to the club, Well, she never won one, but you know what I mean? She actually did a couple times.
Wow.
Believe it or not, yeah. They have these dance-offs or whatever, and she would just get up there and just break it down, and it was just this tiny little girl, and she just was doing her thing. It was wow. And I think she actually won bottles of booze.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, man, the evolution is crazy for sure.
Well, I guess
because her mom is very much that way, your mom was.
Right.
And she took care of the kids, and her husband worked.
Yeah, Steph is like that. She's she's a good mom. She's a homemaker. She's nurturing. The same thing with Ashley now.
But they're learning as they go.
Yeah,
because I don't know if...
I also think there's this innate instinct and ability.
Yes.
That where they're just nailing it.
Dude, their patience level is through the roof. I am amazed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Nobody thinks they're doing a bad job.
Right.
I've been accused.
Oh, dude, we just got to fall in line and figure it out, man. We're the ones. Guys, I think in general, pretty much screw everything up in the world.
Yeah.
Men.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard someone who had mommy issues?
A guy with mommy issues?
Well, anybody. Guy or girl. When was the last time you heard somebody had daddy issues?
Oh, yeah. Daddy. Yeah.
Constantly. All the time.
Yeah.
I think, we screw a lot of things up. Big time.
Yeah, I know. I hope my kids aren't.
Dude, all these NBA guys and these big time athletes, all these, it's always mom, dude. Oh, better watch out, because what was that movie where he had Mr. Deeds or something? He owned a football team.
Oh yeah.
And the quarterback comes, and he's I want more money or whatever, and Mr. Deeds what was it? He called in his mom or something like that, and his mom set him straight, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I can't remember the movie.
That was one of Adam Sandler's
Adam Sandler.
shittier movies.
No way, dude. Anything Adam Sandler does is worth watching.
Yeah.
Except Click. That was weird.
I liked that one.
Really?
Yeah.
You know another one that was weird? That video game one.
Oh, Pixel.
Pixel.
That was awesome.
It was all right.
Well, it was shit.
His earlier
legitimately
stuff.
was garbage. All of his movies since Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Mr. Deeds was a transition.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, and then what was Grown Ups? That's kind of what we're talking about right now.
Well, that's the whole Kevin James,
Chris
Adam
Rock.
Sandler thing, because Kevin James and Adam Sandler did a billion movies together,
Oh yeah.
and they all sucked equally.
You like Kevin James?
No, not. I mean, he's all right. He's a lovable, like, family type character.
You know who's really funny? And I didn't realize he was super funny. I don't even know his name, but the guy from Modern Family.
Oh yeah, he's great.
I don't know. Even
The
know his-
dad?
No. The character. No, it was the guy who wears the button-down shirts, and he always folds the cuff of his shirt sleeve up once. And
On
it's
Modern
always
Family?
like a cool. Yeah, it's always a cool design.
Huh. Do you hear that jam? Are you fucking kidding? It's like all hell's breaking loose up there.
It's like jungle beats.
I know.
Like
it's
samba jungle beats.
Do you want a piano? I got an
No.
electric piano. You can
Definitely
fucking
not.
have it. I
No.
hate that damn
No,
thing.
no, absolutely not.
Burn it in a fire.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what is going on up there right now? Kids running around. Piano is fucking just blaring.
Dude, that's how it goes.
Ugh, I hate it. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes it's just like, are you fucking serious? Give those kids a phone. Just say, shut up. Just play with this phone.
Dude, you're off your rocker. You're getting into irresponsible land right now. This is irresponsible talk.
Yeah.
You can't give kids phones.
Oh yeah.
I had this one kid come in, and
It just zombifies them. It's amazing.
dude, his head was like tilted to the right. I'm like, dude, you got to hold your head straight. He's like, I can't. It's like, well, what's going on here? Oh, I can't. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so talk to his mom. I'm like, hey, sorry if this haircut's goofed up, but he wasn't holding his head straight. And he's like, oh, his mom's like, yeah, we took him into the doctor, and the doctor said it was tech neck, and he gave him
Tech-neck?
he gave him muscle relaxers.
Oh Jesus.
This kid's like 10.
Just loaded on benzos. Can't even hold his fucking head up anymore.
I said, what? And she says, yes. He said that it happens a lot these days. And with some muscle relaxers and time, it'll be okay. It's from watching his siblings play video games for too long.
It's from him watching his siblings?
This is what, I don't know if she was using that as a cop-out or what, but yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Dude, his neck was literally stiff, tilted to the right. He couldn't move it.
Wow.
Because he's on these, just on tech gadgets, man. For real. And it's like an actual epidemic thing that's happening. It's called tech neck.
That's bizarre.
It's nuts.
Huh. Well, maybe I won't give my kids a phone and turn them into zombies then.
Man, my kids aren't going to get phones for like a long time until they can pay for it themselves. I'm literally going to be that.
Well, I'm just talking
family.
about giving them mine to just sit down and watch a video on.
It's up to
Which,
you,
right.
man. It's up to you.
Yeah. Anyways, we should probably wind her down here. And, we'll get together next week and see where it goes, huh?
Cool, man. Sounds good.
All right.